Hello folks and welcome back to Skald against the Black Priory. Last time we found the golden tomb inside the Black Priory where the first emperor was meant to be buried. But the tomb is empty, and if you didn't do the gong puzzle beforehand, it was a trap, as we figured out when we had to replay it. But right now, I've reached level 22, to get 3 points into something. Storm of Steel, why not? Why not? Smashing charge, charger, this one charge. You know what? Reset that. Charge bonus. And we'll put 1 point into what? Into increased vitality. Drina? You get 3 points. You get 3 points. What you can do with 3 points? Shield rush, stunning blow, defend ally. Mind magic expert. Perfect. Perfect. Save and exit that. Give you Holy Lance. Searing light is an aura for all enemies in the aura's contain damage. Yep. So he's Searing light and Holy Lance. Sounds ideal for you. Cat. We gave you what? We gave you mobility expert. You can go mobility master, which increases initiative, dash. Increased backstab damage, still, I think, more than that. Unless I want anything specifically here. Rogue ranged expert. Bow damage and bow finesse. I mean... Blade finesse. Pierce armor. There's armor piercing. Ignores the target soak. Again, it would be great if it also meant that these things don't seem to trigger the backstab, which is unfortunate. Hamstring is an attack if successful. The following effects trigger and targets all opponent in the target area. Hamstrung. Or we get Vein Strike, which causes bleeding. Or we get Crippling Finesse. When scoring a backstab hit, yep, perfect. When scoring a backstab hit with a light weapon, the target gains a random injury condition. Perfect. Ideal. We'll keep that. That seems to be new as well, maybe. Ivan? What are we working towards here? Bloodthirsty, give you a critical strike attack. Or alternatively... You can't get that anyway, so it's not relevant. Axe, that gives you decapitation if you work that far. Precise strike. We're going to go for critical strike because it does work with bows, so we don't need charger. For critical strike with you. Roland. Storm of Steel. That's the only thing you can really get here unless you want thrust and parry. Thrust and parry. Because you do tend to get yourself into trouble, so being able to defend yourself might be nice. And points for you. Increased mass cascade, cast 4 times a turn. I mean, it is definitely an interesting concept. It is definitely an interesting concept. To be able to cast 4 times a turn. Thunderclap affects all enemies, doing damage. I need another level after this. How many? Yeah, you got 4,000. So it's quite possible you level again. You know what? I'm gonna bank on you leveling again. I'm gonna bank on you leveling again so we get Thunderclap. Right, okay. Let's move on. The fungus is alive. Something big is down here. I thought that rumbling was something falling behind us, but no, there's something big in here. Oh yeah, clearly. I think we might be at the last boss or something. The cave expands into a vast chamber littered by the remains of what you deem to be the final resting place of the Cabal expedition to the Black Priory. Large quantities of stone and dirt have been shifted in what appears to be like an attempt to excavate. What? Your eyes strain in an attempt to make sense of the structure partially protruding from the rock. Your mind reels at the thought of that whatever this is, it must have been placed here thousands, nay, hundreds of thousands of years ago. What's more, despite seeing just a small segment of the structure, you feel certain that whatever is buried here is vast. We're here. We've made it. All these years, this is what was buried under the Priory. This is where the sleeper awaits. Embla's voice trembles like a prisoner who senses that freedom is finally within reach. This thing? It cannot exist. It should not. Who can build something like this? Drina's voice is the closest to panic you've ever heard her. This is the very heart of madness itself. Roland whispers to himself. The sleeper awaits. The sleeper in fact awaits. Is this the way down there, or is it? I avoided it. That's not the way down, okay. I avoided that because I wasn't sure it was the way down or not. There's a rumbling. There's a rumbling and the tumbling. I was hoping okay. The strange construct rises menacingly above you. As you approach, the fungal growths that cling to it writhe in greedy anticipation, clawing impotently at the portal set into the structure's side. You cannot easily discern the material used in its construction, nor the hands that made it beyond the fact that there is an aspect about it that makes you think of the artifacts that the Magi sometimes employ. Now its outer skin is pockmarked and weathered by the shifting of stone over endless millennia. For the briefest moment you see it in your mind's eye, free of stone, moving over a landscape of jagged mountains and jungle-clad hills. Great ferns sway in the humid breeze, and in the distance you see great singing towers. A sudden tremor shakes you out of it, this one more violent than the previous ones. As you reel from the quake, Embla walks past you, moving towards the portal with her hand outstretched like a sleepwalker. The air hums with energy that appears to be emanating from the portal itself. The fungal tentacles begin to thrash wildly in anticipation. The tremors return, more powerful now, and around you stones fall from the cave's roof. Embla, wait! She does not hear you, and before you can grab her, she has touched the door. The effect is instant. Strangely shaped glyphs set into the portal begin to glow with a light so bright it's nearly blinding. An undulating vibration that you feel in your bones rises and echoes through the cave, and for a moment it sounds as if someone or something is howling madly. Then sudden silence. What was... Before you can finish your sentence, the ground again shakes violently, knocking you to the ground. Rocks and debris explode outward from the center of the cave, and an inhuman roar so loud it causes your ears to bleed emits from the horror that emerges into the cave. Bursting forth from the depths below, it towers above you, a squirming mass of untold millions of strands of fungal growths animated into a gigantic, mauled worm horror. Tentacles thrash wildly, with enough force to break rock as the abomination claws its way out of the emergence hole and towards you. And you see it. Embedded into its roiling half-flesh are the forms and faces of men. You know with certainty that these are indeed the final members of the Cabal expedition. We stagger to our feet. The creature lumbers towards you, emitting yet another terrible scream. Your heart sinks as you set to receive the charge. From around you, echoes of dozens of replies as its smaller siblings are called forth to the feast. The attack. The blood will flow. This is the Dragon's Herald, level 27, Resolute Beast Abomination. Plus 23 to hit. We're not getting anything. Case it's resistant to fire and physical. It is hopefully vulnerable to sublime. It is vulnerable to sublime. Okay, so it does mean that the fire effects are useless. Conditions fell light. It's a positive condition. We don't know what that does. So what do you have here? Damage 1 to 28. Vitality huge. Wounds. No soak, so it'll take all the damage you give it. Its dodge is low as well. Its toughness and will are high though, so we're not going to stun it. We're not going to cause paralysis to it. We're not going to poison it, but it'll hit. We will be hitting pretty much without problems. It is immune to non-magical damage, acid damage. Okay, so it's resistant to fire and physical. Welp, cat, as far back as you can, please, because you can hide in combat. As it stands at the moment, is bloody useless. Because if you get immediately revealed, what's the bloody point? Drina, you can stay back as well because you're gonna be blasting with stuff. Us two here, we're gonna split up just in case it needs to be irrelevant. Okay, begin combat. Let's see what happens here. Oh my god, you're actually stealthed. It's irrelevant because you're immune to critical hits. So what's the bloody point? Yeah, immune to pretty much everything. You just took no damage from that, I think. And took damage. You took 3 damage. you're immune to the critical hit, you're immune to you resist the physical damage, and you didn't take any of the acid damage. God heavens. You are vulnerable, potentially. Not vulnerable, you take lightning damage, so I think we will be doing that. Searing Lash, Blink, Blinding Bolt, Mark of Haste, Steel Breath, Mark of Blurring, Inferno, Aura of Flame, Summon Magmite, Breath of the Ancients, Firework. We are going to be hitting you with lightning strikes. Resistant to physical. How are you resistant? That's not physical damage though. That's not physical damage though. So apparently lightning damage is physical. If I do Swarm of Gnats, that's 8 damage. Honestly, if that's doing the same amount of damage, then that does what? 1 to 4 plus magical aptitude, that does 2 to 9 plus magical aptitude, it's no point. The fact that it's magical electric damage and physical resistance is kicking in. This is bugged. Not bugged, it doesn't feel like a bug, it feels like laziness. I'm sorry devs. If at any point you end up watching this, I'm sorry, but it feels lazy. Attack. Start swinging. You're resistant to physical. Right, Iban. These are the newborns. Honestly, start attacking. If you can deal with them, that'd be lovely. Bloodied. Finish the job on you. Newborn is, let's see, the flying polyp. Actually, there's level 1 flying polyp, in which case we'll deal with you because you're for rapid shot you. Good. You get a charge forward, unfortunately, so move a step back and then move 2 forward and charge. You see hole. Hang on. Ah! Okay, we're gonna change your arrows because your arrows are physical arrows and it's not doing anything to me. You're not gonna get poisoned. You're immune to poison, right? Double checking. Immune to poison. Immune to paralysis as well, so you take half fire damage, but at least you take fire damage, so at least it's something. Embla. Blinding Bolt is... no, this is now... Magic Missile. Magic Missile specifically says magical damage. Resistant physical. Resistant physical damage. It's resisting magical damage as well. This is a lie. This is not generated by the stat block. This is a separate text file that takes things from the stat block, but isn't actually the stat block. Either that or physical resistance is bugged or mistranslated. Not Mark of Haste. I don't want Mark of Haste. I want another magical missile because that's what we've got right now. Magic Missile. Right, well, we're just going to have to keep attacking, aren't we? Right. Put a shot into you. Put a shot into you. Rapid reload, kill it. Thank you. Right, Roland. Attack. Immune to criticals. There's no point using critical strike then. Resistant to critical. Drina. You're gonna have to disengage if you move away, so I don't want that to happen. We're gonna go for Imperial Litany. And then you're gonna go for so Holy Light gives you not Holy Light, Searing Light gives you 2 to 4 sublime area around you, where Holy Lance gives you 4 to 8 in a line. You see, you're resistant physical as well. You're resisting physical, you're resisting, hang on, I want to see the damage numbers for this one. Took damage. So you're taking 9 damage. So there's physical damage you're taking, You're taking 9, reduced by 10, by 4 goes down to 5. That physical damage is affecting everything, not just... I mean, I don't think it's a challenge. I think we're going to win the fight anyway. But it's just annoying to have, like, oh yes, we're doing this. Like, no, you're not. You're not doing this. This is not what you're doing at all. That's not what's happening here. Magic missile. And you just hit space several times. Oh, those are bigger abominations. Those are bigger abominations, so hit. Is this... Can you drink that as a... Hang on. What am I doing? This is looking like a good... hang on. Do potions out here. It looks like a good chance this is a game-ending fight. I'm being targeted consistently. Therefore... Potion of heroism, potion of stone skin. Which at least gives me resistance to a bunch of stuff and some more natural soak. Although there's also the diamond skin potion. I don't know if this is the end. That's the thing. That's the big thing as usual. I don't know. Is this the end? Is this the last thing we're doing here? I don't know, because there's the potion of diamond skin that's somewhere around here. Potions, potions, potions. Brandy, frugal cider, greater attunement, greater vitality, tonic, mead, moderate attunement, acid immunity, bless. Cure disease, cure poison, acid resistance, fire immunity, fire resistance, fortify will, heroism, regeneration, which probably would be beneficial to a lot of people here, stone skin. We'll drink stone skin. Attack. Attack. Right. You. Critical hit you. Critical hit there. I mean, we'll take it. We'll definitely be taking these things. Critical hit there. Perfect. Keep attacking. Okay, you were gonna go. You're gonna drink the same. You're gonna drink a potion of stone skin as well, because you can, and keep swinging. You are going to do a... I should have done Blessing Aura and Heroic Aura way before this. Searing Light is out of range for you, so I'm actually going to go for... I am going to go for the Heroic Aura, because that makes it easier for us to dodge. Cascade, Heroic Aura, and then I'm going to go for a Holy Lance. That's the most damage you got in this area. I'll be honest with you, precise strike match, just hit attack and everything. Backstab apparently. Embla. We're gonna spell burn. Get some mana back. Magic missile. Are you bloodied? That was a big hit. That was a massive hit. Hello. That was a huge hit. Let's look at that. Hits me for 50 damage. It was a critical as well. It was 26 damage and it was critical. Okay, so I definitely need to heal the hell up. I'll drink a Great Drone of Vitality, which does nothing. I'll attack. How much HP have you got left? 10 wounds. 10 wounds. Injured head, immune to that. Attack. Oh, how much? You're into 29. Flesh is your next. Go down. 20 there. Last one, we're going to go for rapid shot on you. Critical hit there. Critical hit there. Attack on you. Roland. Four damage. Cleaved. The hell with you. Sublimed projection. 1,400 experience. That was very annoying. That was very annoying. The fact that either physical resistance was bugged, or it was just renamed. It resists all damage. Basically. Because it was triggering at everything, even things that were explicitly magical, and even things that were magical sublime. The thing it's vulnerable to, it was resistant and then vulnerable to it. That was very, very weird. Other than that, I'm the only one who took any damage. Let's see a hole. Okay, we go there. Okay, fine. I will drink up some potions of health, because I can. We drank the potions of stone skin, and the immediate attack after that, I rolled a 2 on my soak. The fact that soak is between 0 and your soak value is a bit annoying, because I drank the potion, which means my soak was been up to 0 to 20, and I soaked 2 damage. I could have soaked it to 20 damage, it seems. Drink more of that. Yeah. Good. Right, in we go. So what was it? We got 10,000 for me, 2,000 there, 800 here, 2,000 there, 4,000 there. As you approach the portal, a humming once more fills the air, and strange arcane sigils light up across its metallic skin. As if reinvigorated by the resurgent energies filling the cave, the mangled piles of the fungi worm things littered around you begin to knit together and reassemble. Roland sits, slumped against the wall next to you, breathing heavily. You best get that door open before those things come at us again. I don't think I can hold them for long. Clasping hands, you pull the massive brute to his feet. He winces in pain and a cough sprays blood down his chest. Don't worry about me. Roland offers a sad smile. For the first time you notice the stain bleeding through his tunic and armor. Surely this is no issue given the right magics. He wasn't even attacked. I took all the damage. Examine the wound. You apprehensively lift his tunic to reveal his abdomen. A large gash rimmed by necrotic skin, and worse yet, pushing out from the wound from within are thick, squirming tentacles. I think this is as far as I go. Besides, where you're heading, I suspect you won't need me. What are you saying? Tremors once more shake the cave, and before your eyes the gigantic herald thing reknits itself together before rising up to an even greater height than before. It sways momentarily and then lets out an ear-piercing scream. Around it, untold multitudes of fresh man horrors rise forth. Roland painfully gets to his feet. No, I'm not leaving you! Young fool. Go now. I can only buy you seconds. Roland clasps the back of your neck and pulls you into your forehead's touch. No more words are necessary. He lifts his weapon and turns, broad-legged and defiant, to face the onslaught of slavering jaws. Roland! The soft touch of Embla's hand on your elbow snaps you out of it. Nemo, we have to go. Don't let his sacrifice be for naught. Go. The portal shifts, disassembling itself into its component panels like some strange flower opening its petals to welcome the sun. I'm alone now. You dream of floating, of stars, a blue orb wreathed in a shimmering veil. But there is more, a rift. Something seeps through like venom entering a wound, coiling, roiling, primordial. Suddenly a scream of pain and terror cuts into your mind like an acid knife. Shocked awake, the scream echoes in your mind. Was it real or part of the dream? Stirring slowly, you find you're lying on some kind of table. You're naked and cold, and as far as you can tell, all alone. You stand up and find your head spinning. Even in the faint light, the vague outlines hint of proportions and dimensions not meant for men. What immortal hand could have framed such things? Perhaps the concealing darkness is a blessing to your racked senses. So I have my levels, but no gear. This is a wall. It's a wall, okay. Right, we're on board a xenomorph, an engineer vessel. In Aliens, apparently. I mean, given the aesthetics here, very H.R. Geiger, I would not be surprised if we came across a xenomorph anytime soon. We can go up, or we can go right. This is the Eternity Gate. A strange membranous substance blocks the road ahead. You suspect this way may be some kind of door, though there is no opening mechanism nearby. The scene ahead of you is one of utter horror, frozen in time. The form of a man utterly unmade with a master chirurgeon's precision. And for what purpose? Cruelty, perhaps? No. This body was taken apart by curious hands, like a child would pick apart some clever clockwork toy to get at the secrets within. Murder to dissect. He examined the body more closely. Reluctantly, you approach the mangled face of the corpse. Disassembled into its anatomical component pieces, it is nonetheless familiar to you. This is the corpse of Ivan, the man who fought so valiantly at your side through the horrors untold. There was no warrior's death for him, just pain and terror. Goodbye, old friend. The corpse's eyes open wide. Impossibly, Ivan is still alive. The chirurgeon has taken great care to maintain the integrity of the circulatory system, and for the first time you notice that the splayed body parts are still connected by pulsating blood vessels. Isla's eyes stare at you in wordless terror and no doubt pain beyond measure. Do what must be done. I have to roll an 8 or above on 2d6. I roll an 8. Oh my god. You control your breathing as best you can. Ivan is already gone. You're just setting himself free. With deft hands, you reach into the open chest cavity and find his still beating heart. You end his torment. Dazed, you stumble away from the horrid scene. There is nothing more for you here now. You must push ahead. Oh my god. Oh heavens. I'm gonna save here. I'm gonna save here right now. And come what may, I don't think there's gonna be much more left to this. This doesn't smell like there's a lot left. So, you know, spoilers, more than I do what's happening out loud, because if the episode ends here, there's more to come. If it doesn't, it means we're like 2 minutes away from the end. But I will see you when I next see you, folks. Be them in 2 minutes time, or be that in a few days. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.